Isku kan for itolo suti isu kole. So mumu dienda ma ajala. Wala ni mfa dalu mina. Last none
of those mistakes 1, 2, 3 was not addressed. So that's why we'll keep continue to go. So from today, so long we had
Nemba FELMAUSA finger kalamba. Womu waxi a makarande went as far as saying that FELMAUSA.
So I've done, you know, it's a lot of people say like, you know, I force it, but I didn't force it because with those 25 men, I was just a single man, you know, among those people. So we
okay, so
yeah, I'm going to
sorry,
came from Philadelphia. What do you want from meeting?
Yeah, that time we not even on teleconference.
I didn't say way before I went to Philly. Nothing, but I didn't know we went to Philly.
I know one time I said talk. You know, he mentioned Silani about.
No, it's not. I don't know.
It's not about a problem.
If he has a correction point. What I'm saying is, if he is talking, then he just continue and get to the conclusion. So
everybody
think back to what almost everybody has said. But reasonably, if something went on, first of all, I would like to
because fitna ma
Ojo, why again? Because I never teach you about space and constitution to that man. And the man better act out to and for the government act. No, you give it to him first. You get a chance to give it
Musa, it's okay.
You know, so this not that way. Siaka ka waluko me mane ka foko waluko. Mokdo FELMAUSA waluko pa know.
Face the issue. Make that suggestion. I not ideally because what the fuck for sini FELMAUSA ko more affected. I not ideally.
Mo fanani mo alokwa. Bo ka fo tu ka ku bia nyono bia ke kata straight ka ke we follow in ka group convince ke mo ma we ke bene bakwa because it's afa me ma ka fo ko mina wina ama fo ka fo dango ko menye bera deni ko kwa o ka adu te foi ma alo ko fo ko menye be kan ge makwa wa akenya no organization bi kwa kata because president Kumalo wa ajia bera ni ale makwa approve ka kwa so Mr. Sida, Mr. Dole, and Mr. Fofana, Alu Tatana, Boamenekaza, as far Mr. Fofana and Mr. Silana Takera, more bold member, represent. So, we want to hear that from the president. Because vice president, excuse me for my language, from the vice president, because it's a delegation league, and excuse me, as far as I'm concerned.
You come with your opinion.
Yeah. Be our office there. Nemba FELMAUSA finger kalamba. Womu waxi a makarande went as far as saying that FELMAUSA constitution na fola could be bo member ka elect from the general body. From the general body. For belly vote ka mo make a bo member. So mala out na ba mene so I wait for more than more coming for tomorrow for before the na caution do menga swallow nya kwa because na caution you na menga swallow nya wo mo mulu in case mo madinya mado nya wo FELMAUSA dia na ma mo ben mo mulata ni mo ka ke na jama be ka ba mo mulu tani do na officer wo be se ka boy na so kan ya ko hin ya because na caution na ka fa ni asusu tension will just eat a sakwa.
And they up over there as where that
okay, it's a long story. We all know the story, but some people probably, you know, misusing it and other things for their own reason. I mean, you know, we can't help that, but maybe we can make peace. You know, you raise some stuff on everybody's mind because it's going to the extent where we're having real trouble. You know, and I speaking as a vice president or speaking as a Madingo for myself, Molisala Dole, I'm not trying, you know, to go to that far. I'm not trying for to have split in this organization because the organization comprises of, you know, the president is my closest friend. I ain't got no other friend in the Atlanta beside him. I don't make too many friends. I got a lot of friends like, yeah, what's up, we cool. But him being my personal friend, where we go places, we know about, you know, each another and stuff. But maybe we'll get a little bit of communication problem, you know, which maybe we can work on or whatsoever. But everything about the organization, as far as I'm concerned, if everybody don't know, actually, you know, I've been telling him everything. What I will tell him late, or I will tell him early, but I make sure I tell him so he can know about it. From the genesis of the FELMAUSA issue, the reason I took it into heart, because I'm a vice president. Number 2, I'm a Mandingo. Number 3, I'm SWAT. Or people SWAT. You know, I respect, you know, the motive of the organization. My friend, that been very long before we even brought it out to the meeting.
Yeah, because it takes two months.
Yeah, I think 2 months before our government was actually, you know, functioning.
Yeah.
You understand? And I was on the teleconference, I think, you know, during the last, you know, time of sensible administration.
Sorry, what you saying? They took FELMAUSA 2 months. You started with FELMAUSA from the beginning.
Yes.
Teleconference from the
Yeah,
beginning.
that's what I'm saying. Before we brought it out to the meeting. Because why? At the time, you know, the last time of sensible administration, sensible and light administration, we stopped, you know, having meeting. We stopped having meeting. But then the very day we had a meeting, the same day I brought it out.
Was it?
I didn't keep it. And that was the same day some people had problem with us going because of the money. And it was well explained that FELMAUSA, I personally, because I was on the conference, I used to even get mad when people say, oh, soccer tournament. I don't know if you are wizard to that. Every time they say soccer tournament, I say it's a convention. It's not only soccer tournament. There is other program that's supposed to take part before the soccer tournament. The soccer tournament is one of the key part of it. But another thing, there is other stuff behind it. I used to say, I said it over and over. So there's no way my president can tell me he didn't know it's a convention or for it to be restricted to soccer. Because I heard some people said that, like Faliku, I remember Faliku said the only reason why he gave his support to it because he felt it was a soccer tournament. Everything to the president. So I told him, yeah, we are going for the convention and all the things. When the convention time got closer, we had a last meeting, like he said, you know, to make things short. We agreed we were more than 25 persons.
Okay.
Yeah, right here. We were more than 25 people that were in that meeting that day on the soccer field. We came and apologized because maybe saying soccer field was kind of a little bit, you know, now our general agreed that we should go. So I've done, you know, if a lot of people say like, you know, I forced it, but I didn't force it because with those 25 men, I was just a single man, you know, among those people. So we agreed that we should go. So okay, when it was time for us to go, I came to Lai and then tried to Lai. First of all, Lai is supposed to get the money to Sila, but then when Sila told me, they said all the thing here, in fact, up to now, I haven't gotten the money. Money Sila for to Nyongo alone until, you know, he got mad, he left. You know, he went on to a direction to his house. So I stayed behind up to what 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock before I even got the money for life. They were with the whole program. Okay, that was the reason why we didn't make it early. And the former president liked to recall me and said, Swat, now we already here and you know the program is about to begin. So there are some, you know, form and other thing for the Atlanta representation to be signed. You know, so he asked me, so what can we do? I said, well, it's simple. You there, I'm not there. I know I'm not going to be there, you know, for that Sunday ceremony. So I gave you the power to sign on behalf of the organization, and which he qualified to do. He's former president, and he's a key member of the organization. So I empowered him. He said, okay, thank you very much. And he went ahead and signed, which, you know, brought a little bit, you know, confusion. But, you know, that gave all the, you know, the power, you know, to be part of the organization. So we finally went there and we took part in all the key, program that day until the soccer game and all these things. So that one finished. We came back here. When we came back here, okay, the president already had a report of what happened anyway. Almost everybody had a report of what happened. But we still had meeting, and there was some other, conjunction in the whole thing. And we talked about it, we argued about it, and I personally came up and apologized, for any, problem within the FELMAUSA issue or our going to Philadelphia. I came out openly. I said, okay, if you didn't understand the way FELMAUSA or the way we went, I'm sorry, but I just begging that we be part of FELMAUSA. I make it very clear, and that was finished. That days, I think we came out with one agreement that okay, the way the people brought the organization to us, that's the reason we were mad and all the things. But some people still say we were still not part of it. That one came, as a surprise to me because I thought we concluded, after all the apologies and explaining why we went there and all the things. Woke up. Then the next thing, because I'm still going to talk about the president, speech. The president said here that he didn't know anything about FELMAUSA. Which is still a problem, for us, because if he and myself working together, and then information being given to him, and he now, disseminating the information to people, it's still a problem. You understand? Because he's the only person. I didn't receive no constitution. If you receive the constitution, that means you even know the organization more than me. Because for real, I didn't even have the constitution. You understand? The constitution was sent directly to Lai before any other person here. Lai is the one that gave the constitution to people. So that happened before we went there now. If I'm right. That happened before we went there. You understand? So all information about this organization was actually in Lai hand. Even more than I was actually, trying to be a strong part of it.
Yeah, but I told you that happened when we came from Philadelphia. What occasion? What from my meeting?
Yeah, that time we're not even on teleconference.
I didn't say way before I went to Philly. I didn't know when we went to Philly.
Yeah, but not for like all you thought it was a soccer,
Yeah, because one at our we distributed soccer ball, we gave T-shirts,
Mr. President,
and everything I heard that day. Talasa is a key member. Talasa was there. Nobody talk about FELMAUSA. So never go you that way. I'm sorry about that, but no, it's not. I don't think
I mean, it's not
Point of correction is not a problem. If he has a correction point.
What I'm saying is, if he is talking, then he just continue and get to a conclusion. So
everybody, if you think that anybody speaking, they made mistake, they want to correct, take a note. Then after that, come back.
Yeah, right. But when the person you interrupting,
no, I think the point of correction.
Okay. When you do point of correction, the person that he correcting, that the person.
Okay.
Stop and.
Okay, but there's going to be an argument between them.
I'll stop and listen to him. Anyway,
that's not going to help us. That's not going to help us.
So actually, like I said, he knew about the whole issue from the Genesis, because the Genesis is where we start, as far as we're concerned. Where we started, from the day they sent out, the Constitution, and from the day we started getting on teleconferences, and that far. So, to not go way back to all of that in Philadelphia issue, let's go back to Milwaukee. But as far as we're concerned, we already signed a piece of paper that we commit ourselves to the Mandingo organization in Atlanta. So now, I got pressure on me as a vice president. I've been recognized somewhere by people, by our friends, brothers, and other people as member or vice president of the organization in Atlanta. They call me about every stuff going on about FELMAUSA. They call me. And when they call me, I tell them, okay, what happened with the president? Did you call it? They call the president. One question I will get for the president, why he avoid all calls? Because there were calls given to him every time before they even call me. They will leave messages for it. Because I told them, I'm a vice president, even though, you know, I represent the organization, but there is president. So every little thing that go on, you call him, let him know about it, and which they did through emails.
No, nobody.
They got an email. Okay, they didn't send email to you, maybe, but they got email because they sent a constitution through that. Through calls. They send you call, and you see their call. You know, if you're not part of it, you know, talk to them. Say, hey, you know what happened? We not part of the organization. The FELMAUSA issue. So let us start. But lack of communication with those people that are already into it, it's like, okay, you're not ready to talk. But you didn't tell them anything that you don't want to be part of it, or you don't want for them to be calling. That's two different things. So I'm under the impression, okay, maybe Elijah don't want to face and talk to the people, but then they will still call me. When they call me, okay, I'm in a position to talk because I'm 100% supportive, you know, the organization, or I've been already into it. So I've been recognized. So I usually, when you call me, I say, oh, I just call your president. The president didn't pick up the call. I don't know why. I don't know why you're not picking up the call.
Okay.
The president gave me the go ahead to start something, and then he never stopped it. You understand? Because avoiding the call didn't stop the whole thing. If he had stopped it and I didn't, you know, take the first, you know, step towards the FELMAUSA issue, maybe where we are, we probably wouldn't have been here. But it's like he gave me the go ahead of everything I was doing, because if I can come to you every day and give you a report of what happened, you don't tell me, you know, don't do it no more. That means you're telling me go ahead. Even though you see he gave an excuse of not being able to be on the call for your explanation that, you know, the time they having it a bit late. Myself, sometimes I'll be on the phone and sleep. And then that will be the end of mine. But sometimes I listen to the whole thing, you know, till whatever time, because most of the time it's Sunday. Okay, so let's finish with all that again too. Go back to Milwaukee. Before we went to Milwaukee, after the Milwaukee issue came about first of all, the thing that was in front of the Milwaukee issue was the $500 issue, which is registration fee. And this registration fee, we all know how registration fee is about. It's a yearly, it didn't say monthly, it's a yearly. It didn't say occasion, it's a yearly, you know, registration fee. Okay. But then they ask every organization to be able to pay the yearly registration fee, because what I understood, some of them were going to be used for whatsoever that was happening in Milwaukee to help them carry on, you know, keeping, you know, booking foods and other things that were there and other stuff for people. So when they asked for that money too, I brought it to their attention. You know, but when we had a meeting that day, it seems to be like, when it comes to money, you know, a lot of people get in trouble. You know, people, you know, get a lot of exception about it and all the things that went on to chaos, you know, instead of, you know, understanding one another. So we all make statement that day, you know, that probably, you know, cable hurting the organization. We all made statement. You know, I made statement, you know, that was beyond my control, based on my anger or whatsoever. You know, I'm a human being, I did. You know. After all those statements, the trip got closer. And I still came back to the president, you know, hear myself talk about it. You know. I told the president that we're going. So what you saying? You know, on the money issue, I was not even, you know, talking to him about that anymore, because I always know that, you know, there is always a solution, you know, when it comes to money issue and other things. Like, for example, the Philadelphia trade, they were asking for 1,000, but we end up paying no money. Okay, and this one again. So I said, okay, we're gonna go, but there's a problem. I talked to the president. The president is aware of that too. I said, we are going. Who do you want to send there as board member? Give me board member name, you know, so when we go, they can be, you know, put it into use. So that means they can be proper, you know, or how they call it, sent to the organization. And I asked him. He contemplated, somehow about giving who. And then I came out and said, but Kasimu Sila actually mentioned you and him with Abraham Kuman as board member. So, which he, he denied. So, based on the denial, I said, okay. But then, who do you recommend? We can get 2 more persons. You are automatically a board member, according to the Constitution. The president is automatic. They say the vice president. President is automatically a board member. I said, you are a board member. But just give other board member, because whatever would be fully part of the organization later on, but that would be represented. Because right now I know we still kind of not balanced with everybody. But we need a board member. Can you come up with somebody? So he contemplated somehow, and he said, who you look at? When he came out with that statement, who you look at, I thought of Mohammed Dukle. I think Mohammed Dukle will be a very good example. But what I want to know is him being part of us lately. And then he said to me, oh yeah, he's been doing very good about even the Constitution and some other stuff. So I said, okay, I think Mohammed Dukle might be a right decision. But then he said, well, that's it, whatever you say. If I remember he said that, whatever you say, that would be fun. But then I called Mohammed Dukle, I didn't get Mohammed Dukle. And you know when was that? The night before we were supposed to travel. We come out all the time. But then later on, like actually, to be frank, he's sitting right here. He came back. He said, you know what? I still want for us to bring it to the people. We should call a meeting, let the thing be done by the people. Like he came out with that, he said that to me. Okay. And I told him, but like, we're leaving tomorrow. We're leaving tomorrow. Don't you think it would be late, because when we're leaving tomorrow, when we're going to call the people, to bring this up? We ain't got no time. But he mentioned that to me for real. After him, I said, if I came out with almost one understanding, he said, but Swat, I'm afraid of what the people going to say. Bring it, they'll bring it to the body. I said, but light is tomorrow. So it's kind of hard for us to bring it back. Let us find somebody and send them through. If what you going to be certified with, I'm sure the qualified person you're going to be certified, the organization will be certified. Okay. But for real, we didn't come over with right there, based on the time. So I don't know, he don't want to me, I will call you back, or I don't want to say I will call you back. We couldn't talk anymore. We ended up traveling. If I was supposed to travel that night, right? That was Friday night we were talking.
Yeah, I know it was.
Yeah, I think that was Friday night. We traveled. We were supposed to travel that night, but it didn't. Our own cancer, so we ended up leaving early in the morning. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But whatsoever the case, we didn't come out with one understanding, so we ended up leaving. And when we ended up leaving, we went there, and the same situation came in front of us, where we were supposed to have a board member and all the things. So I sent Sila as board member and Musa Fofana as board member, a qualified board member. So this,
okay, that is just,
I
thought you said sense or sense?
No, I sent them.
Okay.
You understand? Mm-hmm. Okay. I did, because I know one time Liam said talk, he mentioned Silani about something like that. So I feel he can better represent us when we went there. And he went there, in fact, before we went there. So he went there with Musa.
Who's that name?
I personally said me.
Oh, before you, okay.
Before we went there, because that particular night of the whole discussion, after we had that discussion, I had to send a name to Abraham Kumar as those are the board members who are going to be receiving on the organization. So we went there and we took part in every aspect of the program. You understand? But I'm gonna call you. And I didn't want to make a call anymore, so I said, okay, if there's an organization issue, this thing should be on piece of paper. Because maybe if I just call him and say something, he might not remember everything I said when it comes to bringing it to the body. So I think he took it to be like it was a delay. We didn't bring the whole thing to him. And Musa was right now to tell you anything. Even though he and Musa talk every day. But that now with the work of Musa to say, okay, I went there as board member and all the things, you know, that was not going to be proper. So it went on a piece of paper, and then later on, you know, he said, call me. He called me and said, my man, you want what there? You don't even tell me nothing. I said, no. You know, it's not like I'm trying to consider for you, but I'm still putting it together. Since we came back, we all were tired and work, you know, we started working and all the things. I didn't want to explain to you on the phone. I was not trying to explain it to you on the phone. So I went on putting on the piece of paper, and then I gave it to him finally. I said, this is what happened. Can you understand? So far that's what I know happened over there. You know, I don't want to go ahead talking about the exact thing that happened, you know, with our membership and what respect, what courtesy we got. But what happened, you know, on Wednesday actually. So far, that's what I know. So based on, you know, the president and myself, conversation and time, you know, I did send it.
So system, I bet we are kind of ladan nemakwa.
Right.
It can still be amendment in it, like reverse those that was put in as our representative. If the member
don't agree with those people to stay, can they be reversed?
Yeah.
Okay, I will tell you.
Can they?
Can they be reversed, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. There's the point. I know the people that...
Yes or no?
No, let me explain a little bit. I will say yes.
Me, myself, I don't have problem with it. But mo be jama le ko.
Right.
So mo do ni mo ma be jama ko. Sweeten na no.
I mean,
so for ka
to put it to short,
yeah.
I told you before yes.
Yeah, okay.
And still yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm seeing you just because more of a clean and Allah certain have been kamata more. You know, this whole thing, FELMAUSA thing, our organization thing, I mean, my intake on both is like, it's very important for us. FELMAUSA is a broader section of our Mandingo community. Our Mandingo community here in Atlanta is also a very important part of it. And we have to make sure that, I mean, both sides is not affected by whatever that happened. I just want to elaborate a little bit on my name being sent forward over there, you know, because like you mentioned a little thing about me, I mean, where the intention on my part came from to go on there. Me, I'm not an official of the Mandingo Association of Atlanta. I'm not an official of the FELMAUSA up to the time my name went as a board member. But I'm a strong supporter and sympathizer of the ideas of FELMAUSA. And I'm also a very strong supporter of the community here in Atlanta. So when this whole thing started, Lai is my best friend. Like he said, he and I talk almost more than any other person in this room now. He and I talk every day. FELMAUSA business started coming, talking. So we had a meeting. At the end of the meeting, what really happened, everybody was like, you know what? There were two views over there that night when we left that room. And the view were, you know what? We will never be part of FELMAUSA. That was absolutely clear by some people that this is not going to happen. We're not going to be a member of it. So some of us said, well, we are sympathizers of FELMAUSA, and we are going to continue to work to make sure that our community here is represented in FELMAUSA. And we're going to try to liaise to make sure that this thing does not escalate to the point where, you know, it is going down. That some people say we're not going to be part of it, and some people say we are going to be part of it, and then that's going to bring a split. So when we left that day, we didn't come to one conclusion. I personally took it upon myself. I called Mr. Fufana that night. You remember Mr. Fufana, right? I called you. I said, but before I want us to go, because Mama Ben can give money back. But I don't want us to like isolate ourselves from FELMAUSA. I want us to we participate in this program. Whatever it is, whatever I personally, I say I personally, when I go up there, I will try my best to talk with the authorities of FEMAUSA to make sure, because I've heard some concerns and some questions and observations from the meeting we had that some people had with FEMAUSA. And I made it clear that when we were in the meeting, I said that, well, from day one up to this time, our membership with FEMAUSA had never been questioned before. And that's absolutely clear, because every meeting we have FEMAUSA on the agenda. So if there were questions about us being part of a member of FEMAUSA, that wouldn't have happened. As a soul, the membership is something that we all know that we in it for true. But now, the reservation, the questions and the concerns that people have here, we have listened to some of them. So if we go over there, I personally will take that initiative. I'm acquainted with many of these organizers and all these things. I'm going to call them and make sure that the people that are going to leave from here to go, we will sit down with them and pose these questions to them so they can answer these questions to us. And then maybe when we come back, we will explain to you exactly what they said about these concerns. Some of the concerns were, number one, the program that happened in in Philadelphia, the money that came from there, where did the money go? Before they asked for another $500 to go to Milwaukee. You see? And another concern was like, why is it that the FEMAUSA authority, the president or whoever, since they were elected, or even before the convention, the organizers, why is it that none of them had taken it upon themselves to even fly to come to Atlanta here and put us together and tell us, look, this is what we're trying to do and this is what we want to do? Why has not that happened? Okay, another people raised a question. The president, upon his election, flew from here and went to Liberia and acquainted himself, or let's say whatever, had dinner with all the politicians over there. So some people thought it was politically motivated, or maybe some people are trying to promote their political ambition or something like that. So these are the questions that many people have here that I'm concerned about. As I said, so I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna put these questions to these guys over there. And maybe if they give us an answer when we come back, I will explain that to y'all, and then maybe we can take it from there. I said, because in anything, whatever organization or whatever entity, you have to be in a position to sell it out. That is absolutely clear. And if people say they are not aware of whatever that is going on, they have the right to know. I said that's why the mistake was done. People who were sent out there to the teleconferences, they did not do their job right. I mean, as I've been saying that, they're supposed to have come back and bring the report of whatever that happened on those teleconferences and bring it back to the people so that we'll be aware of what is going on there. If that would have happened, then what we're talking now was not going to be happening. So I said, but that day SWAT came on, he said, okay, all these mistakes that happened, I took full responsibility of it, and I apologize to everybody. And everybody accepted the apology that night. And to my understanding, that kind of like settled the whole thing, and then we were trying to move forward. Now, going to Milwaukee, I said I was going to Milwaukee on my own. I was not going as a representative or let's say a delegation of the Medical Association of Atlanta. I was going because of my interest in FEMAUSA. So, and like myself, we discussed a lot of time. I told him I'm going. I left Friday. I left from here on Friday. I was in Louisville, Kentucky, when I got a call that my sister was in the hospital. They called me on that Friday that in fact she passed away. She had lost consciousness and she went into cardiac arrest. When I came back, I got here that night, I slept. And then when I came, I found out that she was stabilized after that. When I came back, stabilized after that. Then the next morning, I called Swa. I said, Swa should have left that night too. But for some reason, I didn't move to the Zakata. I mean, some of them didn't turn up and all that stuff, so he was left alone. So I called him, I said, well, you know what, though? I said, I was on my way going, I was driving going, but now they called me and I came back. So yesterday I came and met my sister, she's still in a civilized situation. So what's gonna happen? I mean, let's try to look for ticket and fly up there tomorrow. And then luckily for us, we got some tickets, so I myself flew all that money, we went to Milwaukee. So before we went to Milwaukee, that Friday, after everybody, like he said that he was not going to give the money, the $500, which of course I myself, I told him, I said, you are right about that. If people are commenting on it, you're not supposed to give it, just forget it. And then when we left from there, we started calling each other, okay, how are we going to do this? I said, okay, since this is the case, if the organization is not going to take the charge, what we do, some of us that are interested in this thing, let's rally around each other and come up with the money and give it. We go and pay the money. When we come back, we explain these ideas to our people, because that's the problem. People are still skeptical of what FEMAUSA is all about. We will explain to them. If they understand, and then we all come to an agreement and allow the organization to go in there, which of course we really want, then they can refund our money back. Okay. And even went to a point that night that we were even, it came out that we should have a vote in that meeting. Many people agree that yeah, we should have a vote, but actually the president did not support that night, so no vote was held. So that was the cause. I said, okay, now when we come back, maybe when we explain to the people what really FEMAUSA is all about, then maybe at the end of that we can have a vote and see if the organization as a whole agree for us to go. Then the money we pay over there, we can get it. Now, I came up with the idea, okay, what is this? Even if nobody pay, if it costs me to pay the $500, I'll pay it, because I know that I'm interested in FEMAUSA. And if the push goes successfully, if the organization deem it, they will refund my money, okay. If not, I don't care. You understand? But let's put it to the brothers and see who will be willing to pay. So we started calling, asking, what do you think? You know, the organization is not going to pay the money, but we want to go and then go pay this money. So do you think it's something logical or not? And if you say yes, it's logical, then ask people directly. Let's make that clear. We try to explain the idea. This is what we think. What do you think about it? You think if it is, and I think, Bro Bangali, you're one of those I talk to. If I'm wrong, please tell me. I put it to you, this is how we think. What do you think about it? If anybody say yes, I support that idea, we say, okay, we're trying to put together $50 each so that we can meet that $500 limit. If anybody say yes, I will pay the $50, we put your name down and then we ask you to pay. Anybody say, well, I'm not going to be able to pay the $50, we say, okay, thank you very much, and then we move on. That's how it happened. And those of us that agree, we were able to raise the money. We raised the money, we went to Milwaukee. Now, before we went, I personally talked to Swa. I said, Swa, this thing here, yesterday we're going. I don't want it to be controversial. Liaise with the president. Right, Swa? Liaise with the president. Make sure that the president appoint the delegation to go. I'm going already, and I'm going on my own as an individual. But let the president appoint the delegation, including you, the vice president, if you are going to be designated as the head of the delegation, but let him appoint the delegation. Equally so too, let him appoint the 2 board members that's supposed to be going. So that, because my main concern was, as I told them, I want us to make sure that we be part of this. Let's not isolate ourselves. I personally, I was not even thinking of going on board member or something. Did you and myself even ever discuss about me going as a board member?
No.
Not at all. It was not anything that was in my head. I was not even thinking about it. That's when Swa told me we already get one person, because Kasimu said our liability sent his name to AB to become, to go on the board member. So I said, okay. I personally called Lai that night. I said, Lai, is it true that you said, because it's about bringing confusion and controversy. If Lai is now appointing the delegation right there, and Lai had already sent somebody else's name over there earlier, that is completely a contradiction to whatever, to anybody. So I called Lai as a friend. I said, I'm talking to you as a friend. I'm not talking to you as this and that, but this is what I heard. I heard that you already sent Kasimu's name up there as a member of the board. He told me one time Kasimu Sila called me and told me that the teleconferences are going on. What do you, most of the time the people complaining that nobody is on there from Atlanta. Nobody is on there from Atlanta. Can I get your authorization to get on there? That's what he told me, that Kasimu told me, can I get your authorization to get on there? He said, yes, I gave you the authorization to get on there. But I mean, the comment that Lai made now, but I did not send his name as a board member. But of course, I allowed him to go on there. I mean, to go on there to be on the conference. Like he told me that. I said, okay. So that was it. That was, and then that night, Morris called, and then Swa, Lai Toure, and myself were on the conference call with Morris. So we're talking about the money. We assured Morris. Huh? Okay, we called Morris somehow, and we assured Morris that night that we're gonna give them the money, right, Swa? I said we will give you the money, whatever it is. We are gonna give you the money. I personally, if I make that something, I said we'll give you the money. So that ended that. But yesterday I was telling Swa, I said, but still get to Lai. It got to the point where it was late at night when we were talking, and then Swa said, but up to now, Lai is not giving me anything. I said, well. So it was after that, Swa called me that he and Lai had discussed to send Mohamed Duklé, and since Kasimu Ni was already there, Mohamed Duklé and Kasimu. You know? He said, but he was gonna call Mohamed Duklé to see, but then he will call me back. I said, okay. So later on, Swa called me. He said, well, I'm not happy. I called Mohamed Duklé, but I'm not getting Mohamed Duklé. And these people, they are on my tail. They want us to send the names. So it has come up. Your name and Kasimu name have come up to be sent. You understand? That was the night before we were leaving from here. So with my own idea that, okay, whatever it is, we got to be represented there. I don't care, it can be whoever, you know. So I accepted the nomination honorably. I said, okay, no problem. I accepted it. I said, there's no problem. I agree. That's how come my name went out there. And then we went to Milwaukee. When we got there, whatever that happened there, we came back. The president has reservation. He and I talk every day, and I did not tell him. I don't think if I do that, then I'm doing Swa's job. That's his vice president. Whatever that they were discussing is between the two of them. So Swa is the one who's supposed to tell him what happened. But if I come out and say, oh, I call Lai, I say, Lai, this is what happened, and then I try to explain to Lai, is actually not in line, you know. So that is the reason why. That's the reason. You know, that is the reason why. So at the end of the day, I kind of held my talk because I didn't want to be the one to break the ice, you know, to Lai that this is what happened, I wanted Swa to do it because he was the head of the delegation and he's the one that did whatever that happened. And when we came back, the only thing I was waiting on, if Lai would have called for a meeting or anybody that would have called for a meeting, we'll get into the meeting and then we will come out. I mean, from my acquaintance with the leadership of FELMAUSA and all what that is going on and the importance of us being part of it, I said I was going to be ready to explain whatever it takes to explain. I will do my part to explain to the people as to this is what we see in FELMAUSA and this is what we think that the reason is that we have to be part of it. I mean, the sellout part of it, I was going to be part of that. Because for right now, I consider myself a member of the board of directors of FELMAUSA, but my ascendancy to the board is something that if the organization feel that that's actually an issue, let me make it clear, if the organization feel that that is an issue, I'm ready to write my letter of resignation today and send it to the chairman of the board of directors of FELMAUSA that I'm resigning, and then the organization can send whoever they deem like, you know, that they can send out there. But my appeal to the body is, please, let's make sure we are represented in that organization. Because if we isolate ourselves today, whatever problem we have, we can resolve it. But if we isolate ourselves today from that organization, maybe a day will come that we really we will be missing a lot, you know. So that is my appeal and that is my position when it comes to my membership in the board of directors.
Takbir. Mr. Vakama Fofana.
We have been given sufficient insight as to where we began, to use the vice president terminology, from the genesis to where we are today. Before going any further, I'd like to ask a few questions if board member who told us that kata present FEMAUSA constitution did they say that the delegate can be appointed and nominated or sent by one individual, the president or the vice president, or how is the procedure? Can you elaborate on that just a little bit before I go any further?
I mean, FEMAUSA had to send your, how do you call it?
It's not in the constitution?
No.
No,
You can select.
No, listen up. Yeah.
You know, based on selection.
Who select?
Your local organization.
Is that what happened in this case?
Right.
Is that what happened in this case?
Yeah, it was selected by the vice president.
And was
Gentlemen,
representing?
can you hold please? I know I will be attacked when I'm talking, then
No, Mr. Connor.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I don't want you to say those kind of things.
Yeah, but I mean.
No. Please.
All right.
Your Honor,
Can I just?
don't say those kind of things.
All right.
Nobody gonna attack you. Don't put that emotion. Don't put that.
Question and answer because some
Yeah,
of them
when
are part of the delegate.
what I wanted to establish.
Yeah.
Well, not yeah, man. That get emotional.
Whatever you want to say.
I don't want to come up with accusation. I want to hear from him.
Okay. Yeah.
He had just said the chapter is the one that select the board member to be sent over there.
Right.
And the chapter meaning, in my definition, agree with me or wrong, it's an agreement by a majority on name to be sent or by one individual because...
No, by the organization.
Is that what happened in this case?
Well, if the president and the vice president decide with anything, that means...
So in other words, what you are interpreting to me is that the vice president and the president agree.
The president gave me the power to lead the delegation.
I see.
Okay.
Look, all right. Oh, you want me to start?
Go ahead.
We have heard, like I said, from the genesis of what has transpired from the whole FEMAUSA thing to where we are. Everybody or many have said the idea of FEMAUSA is not a bad idea. How we got in there, if we can only rectify that to do it right, to the agreement of the vast majority, we will not be where we are today. The explanation by the president and the vice president and member of the board have suggested, and hear me wrong, that we have a leadership problem, communication problem among the officials.
yeah.
All right. We have come here to make peace. To make peace, we must correct the problem. The problem cannot just stay there and just glide over it and let it go. It's not going to solve it. From the beginning, that's what I wrote a letter. And that the letter was my suggestion. The letter was greeted with hostility by my brother. And he told me all kind of way. I don't think I was happy with that. But that's not the issue right now. The issue actually is that the way how we were in FEMAUSA is not a proper way. If we can get in the proper way, I discussed with Asman and everybody. All right. The president, in his own statement, sit down right here, has indicated from his own statement, I'm a fucker, he's not being represented. Koukene, I'm a me authorized. I'm a dinyama. I'm a appointment. The vice president said right now he was authorized. The president is saying that he did not authorize him to appoint these two people. If I'm wrong, I'm in our own president here. He explained the circumstances that led for him to do it. The president told him, let's go to the people. He said the time was pressing us, so the time became important, in my estimation, than the value of the opinion of the group. I'm saying fought on the side of the president, of the vice president, taking unilateral action without respect to us, and that's if we are agreeing to be together on mutual respect for one another, that is not in support of that mutual respect for one another. If we continue that way, we're not going to go anywhere. Yeah. Okay. You, Mr. Bangali Donso, who initiated this peace conference within that in, you talked to the vice president, and it was based on your understanding that the process in which the brother Kasimo and brother Musa Fufana were sent over there was inadequate, was not in line with the way how organizations should do. FEMAUSA did not even agree on that. Let me get to the FEMAUSA. I got article in here and I can pass it. This is the inauguration with the two gentlemen standing inside and the article written by Mr. Siddiqui Traoré for FELMAUSA. In the first place, it says organization from 25 members to 100 will be represented by only one board member. From 101 to 200 will be represented by 2 members. This is why in the document. So to send 2 is a violation. How are they accepting it over there? How is the vice president who reading the constitution and doing that? We still don't know that we are reasonable and intelligent people in doing that. The way the appointment was done, that he just narrated right here, man, please, man. That is not the way FELMAUSA says it should be done, and we are feeling that it was not the right way to do it. So, like my statement is saying, the only way we can come to amicable solution to all of the conflict is to make sure that we question what kind of leadership we have. How is the president sitting down and not very decisive? How is he sitting down? There is a disagreement between what he said and the vice president said. And then we are in an organization for that to continue to happen. We are not going to go anywhere. So, my statements on that get fire in it because I'm emotional about it. People will question me all kind of way. But that one once I say I shouldn't say that. But whatever action is taken improperly, let us fix that. If we don't fix that, Mr. Bangadi done so, we are not going anywhere. Mr. Dollar's appointment of 2 people that were not elected or selected by us must be squashed and redone. The president did not authorize that. I see in the now. Ali book maka atifako. Nyale madiyo mama futama. You don't do that. But above all of that, the question of whether we are a member of FELMAUSA has not even been really settled yet.
Excuse me, for a point.
Yeah.
Take note and keep it.
Yeah.
Swallow and Kasimunde Anatamga conference ko keep kwasiko. Jaffa did na kela. I think na load metara.
Let me get that.
Benadinyera ko mo member wa ko kai mining a min de ke mo to na saba bikila. That was a more caution. I think maybe I misunderstood.
Exactly. I can say. I'm concerned too.
Fitna bakimina bola mo bi owo lona. We are member, but min de kenning. Nous to ma sebe, nous to ma taper, but to na taper la for nous. But because mama,
we ready for that.
de akwana de tra na.
We ready for that.
Get na mi me.
Nobody talk to you, right?
I talk to. I'm gonna ask the FELMAUSA member. The person who speak to was Siddiqui Basigi. Basigi Kone.
Like I said in the meeting.
Alala wana bo na koma le kwa.
Okay, ma ko rabu na kuma ni na kuma to aba ni ka.
Yote ana fola ko dala waki. Kuma bano gura bitu. Mota ni meeting ke yalo juna kuma na kemingera. E ka me fa no woni deputy surprise nyamingo ka ate ka ko yene na kuma we mo ute you know. Mo modu na ba ko mota lo. Kudia makamaka for Komotato, you know, Kataka member, Kubana go for President Gunafa, what I know, Komanga, Kukuma, I'm for Komotato, Tiaroli, Ukuma Bay 4. Ukuma Bay 4, Abbey 4. Therefore, when I come for next signature matter, no. What for never take the band that nothing. I'm going to get Makamba, my brother, not argument between me and you. Okay. Mobi say you're not one cocaine. Believe me, you know I know we're all intelligent people. There is no definitive member of FELMAUSA. Because the signature and the name writing of the name were the contention and the way how the discussion leading to requesting for membership were all done. It was discontented by many people that were not yet member. Now where we are right now, from my understanding, a full discussion have not been held and a conclusion. That's why we went to the last meeting in the President's house
He called, said, we're going to discuss the FELMAUSA. We went there to decide, are we a member or are we not a member? I raised the question was never answered. Again.
It was answered.
I'm not talking to you. I was not talking to you, sir.
No, but the president here.
I was not talking to you.
Who they ask the question?
Okay, Mr. Fofana.
You want to stop me?
No, point of correction.
Yeah, you want to correct that?
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Okay. When we went to the president's house, some of us said, let us have this thing here resolved. Let us decide in a vote whether we are a member or we're not a member. The gentleman, Mr. Musa Fofana, just said no decision was made. It just remained quiet, and then the president remained quiet on it until we walk out of there. Okay. And that's where we are right now. But listen, of all what we're talking right now, we have a president whose hand is not thoroughly, completely on the wheel. If it were, he would have told the vice president one definite thing. The vice president won't say, this is my understanding, and therefore I'm acting on it. So if we want to fix it, then we need to find a way to say whose limitations are what and who needs to do what. And if there's somebody in the administration, whether the vice president or the president, who is not functioning the way how he's supposed to, we need to ask the president to resign. Wallahi billahi. Because what we have is chaos. If it was done, man, bro, like Touré was president, Mr. Larry Berete was vice president. That was just in the past. We didn't have this. We didn't have split representation and split action. So, my brother, Mr. Fofana, I will conclude. What I say, we need to look at the leadership in the fixing of this problem. Without doing that, we are not going anywhere, because the action taken by the vice president is a direct affront. It is what anybody reasonable person will look at it as an insult. Because no decision was made, we didn't decide on it, he sent people. I have taken the time to talk to Kasimu. Kasimu told me the president, the one who appointed him. In his own president right here, presidency, he didn't do it. Then you send those people. Yeah, the people here say to be elected by the member in the member chapter before they can be sent over there. 25 to 100, I repeat, 1 member. 101 to 200, 2 member. Anything above 200 is 3 members. That if anybody care to read it. So wrong, but the method in which our board member was sent over there, and their name appearing over there.
Yeah, we coming to.
Okay, I got one question. Okay, no, for you as a council.
No, that's not a council meeting here.
No, listen.
That's not a council meeting. At Vakamba for Fana.
Listen.
All right.
Listen, give me my chance.
Okay,
let me go.
All right, go ahead.
Thank you. The question I got for you here, number one, as a head of council and member of the organization, what do you think we can do to correct this issue?
Hey, thank you very much. I have to shake your hand on that. Good, too.
Mr. Bagama.
No, I just asked my question. That's why I we gotta try something.
It will solve the problem.
It will solve the problem.
Because Mr. Fair, Kasimu will banner.
No, Macron.
Okay. That's what we want to get to.
Great. You know, I am going to come on, I like the Yamne Kokaba. I don't think any like I am going to more cut away by you know. More from Motoata, no? The president sent a letter to say that the action taken by the vice president was not authorized. They are not board members selected by us.
Okay.
When we finish with that, then we examine the vice president unilateral action taken as to why that is always happening. Is that our agreement? If we don't, one or two things we can do. We can suspend the vice president for the first offense. And the reason why I said suspension is we don't want to break the organization. He didn't say set it in your own mouth and over there.
And you said it too?
Listen, my brother, you asked me for. He said, when you are to organization team, I'm going to Tira. My name was Afro. We could hear him with Kata. What you're looking at here is he is the leader or vice president. But his action has proven from his own explanation, from the question I put to him, that he took action that was not authorized by the group designating him, Neither did the
But
vice.
you think
I told you the president vetoed me, right?
Yeah, but the president said that he didn't do it. Moisa, President Bush said that. Why didn't man care?
No, who do you believe?
Who do I believe? The president.
So you believe me?
Exactly. When you told me, when the agriculture he asked me right now, when he councillor told me that the president, the one who designated him as a council, I mean as a delegate, and I told him the president has told us that he did not send you. Mon a telephone conversation on the Baba for 30 minutes. Now finding I'm with the president that is the right procedure. I have to believe my president.
So, Mr. Fofana,
Yeah.
so you have one for
Na point minute wolo. Mo mutu wata ni. Mo ka to wata nyamongo ka amaka onya nyama. Nya ito ka nyamoka nya election be ka nyamoka di nyama. Nothing wrong with the character or the ability.
Right.
The methodology was wrong. I must stand up. It was wrong. If we don't correct it, I'm not with it, and I don't think many people, intelligent people will be with it because if we agree, mo inga nyombuya kumara de, mo bunya madaro mo sala. Mo bunya madaro. Mo bunya bedo alo. Ale FEMAUSA kuma dunga ko ngana ka ko mo alo mataro. Mo bunya bedo alo wallahi mo. They people are not doing nothing for us. Wow, your statement is absolute. They are about to split us. They're damaging us. We're insulting one another. We're taking actions that are even unnecessary because of FEMAUSA. But the question is, FEMAUSA is not going to be sending us any money here. If anything, we'll be giving them money. Our president has not led us in selling and communicating direct talk with them. Our vice president will quite jai. There's a problem. We have leadership problem. Liability, you're not serving us fully, brother. You're not. My recommendation, therefore, is for the unilateral action taken by the vice president, we must first warn him with a suspension. It has happened on one occasion, he apologized. It happened on the second occasion. We are saying that only. The third occasion is where he is admitting to sending people without us authorizing him or the vice president or the president designating him. If it happens again,
I know.
I don't know whether if everybody will agree with that, then we should impeach and remove him. Originally, I came actually to remove him, but I don't think he's act. Forget it, man. I am saying, can you
making recommendation?
No, he got a right to recommend, but not people that's in term.
Okay, I can do. Okay, Tasimu. Okay, I'm coming. I can do. He got
a minute to see the change to speak. He made a question now. What can we do to fix this? You get a point, I'm sitting, I get a point that they'll fix it.
Okay.
The man here get a point to
What
fix
is
it.
to impeach the president and the vice president?
Yeah.
Two, resignation.
No, you said that.
So just take that point and move forward.
This is where I stand as a way. The address you give me as an elder, a council member, and a member of the organization. My solution to the correction of the problem are those two I just gave you, okay?
Can you repeat those two, please?
Yes. One, the removal of the board member, appointed by the vice president.
Okay.
And two, the suspension of the vice president for taking a unilateral action without being.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
I would not really go back to what almost everybody has said. But reasonably, if something went on, first of all, I would ask the daughter to look at the overall objective of FEMAUSA, which is not a bad thing. And if something was done wrong, it can be ratified and make progress to move forward. I stand to say and stand to be corrected that if we have decided to go to a convention and we were given $400, even if it was $50. Sorry. Even if it was $50, it still empower us to represent the organization. And the structure of our organization states that in the absence of the president, the vice president can act because he or she possesses the same qualification as the president.
Yes.
So the president then went and recommended his vice president, gave him $400. He said in front of everybody that I refused to give the money to the soccer coach and give it to the vice president. So he was operating administratively because in his absence directly is his vice president, not the soccer coach. So if it was for soccer business, you were going to give the money to the coach. Yeah. We then went there and I had the opportunity to serve as chairman of the election commission of the 50 states. That is more bigger than me than any other thing in my life. Thank God the election was successfully held. There was no comment on newspaper, there was no comment in magazine, there was no comment on website. I thank God. And I also serve as chairman of the sports committee. So, if there is a gap in communication, I will not be responsible for that. Because I went part of a delegate, and the delegate was headed by my vice president, and I was refereeing when the signing of the document was coming. I was the chief referee of the tournament. The vice president was not around when he then recommended somebody who has served as president before even the present president said go and sign on behalf of us. Mr. Ture went and signed. I agree that the signing of the document with pen should have been looked at by Mr. Ture. But Mr. Ture have already signed the document. And we addressed that FELMAUSA is ready to send that document back to all member states to re-sign it, to tap it and have our needs signed and tapped. So I think that that issue is not an issue. Then the other issue of our involvement, to say whether we member or not, every organization, like the president said, have not received a form to say faith in Ike memory. Automatically, members states are members of FELMAUSA. Once you have organization, Texas have 5 members. They keep with 2 board members. North Carolina right here got a vice president for operation administration. They got a secretary general, and they got from here Sherry as board member. So Atlanta is very big. If we Atlanta have separated our wives from our organization, if we have separated our brother from our organization, as far as the people in the United States concerned, when they came at the Business FD program, they saw more than 200 Atlanta representatives that were all around. So as far as they're concerned, when they came to Musakone, they knew that Atlanta is populated, so we are more. So the issue of the 2 bill members is not a thing. But what I am, I'm listening to you. We have to earn it. If you want to pause me, please put your hand up. I will shut up and I will listen to you.
Alright, go ahead. Go ahead. I don't want to correct you. Go ahead.
Okay. When I started and listened to the president, when he said, AB called me, and Sila called me, why you think I have to call the president for authorization?
No, you made that right. You made that right.
He has a right to ask me what kind of meeting it is. If you don't understand.
Okay.
The president. I mean, no. I said I asked the president that they are having a telephone conference, both telephone conference. I want to be on it. But if the brief of communication between the president and myself, when I asked him, I have to be on a meeting to represent the organization, Mr. Fufana, the president as president. If somebody says, I want to represent Atlanta Malibu Association, he has a right to say, what are you representing us on? And do not or do.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
He authorized me. Then besides that, I also called AB and told him that I cannot be on the meeting unless my president authorized me. And he called the president. No. Oh, I mean, but now we are okay. But AB telephone, okay, listen. AB telephone number is right here with me. When I asked AB said, but it's your president that told me that I should represent. And that was proving, even if I'm AB Mafubu, you know, for Germany, I could not slide, I cannot represent it. I think I put it, but until you can send another person to represent the Atlanta Medical Association, I stay there.
On a conference call.
Yeah. Conference call is every Saturday, every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
I know that now for
Okay, yeah, no, it's not for that, but just never go small miscommunication and feel like until you can send somebody else after you were asked and you authorize me to be on that conference. Until you can send somebody else. Even if an acting minister, I say acting until you can send a proper minister.
I agree.
Okay, so I don't want to be held responsible, but it's just a little bit of effort. But there are a lot of things we can say here that have been already said. And I would agree with the brother 100% that we have had a problem that needs to be addressed. The issue of leadership responsibility.
Exactly.
When I served as president of the Atlanta Madinga Association, I suspended 2 ministers.
They were.
It is not important.
Oh, okay.
Because of being like a dassica, labor attitude.
Right.
There are a lot of controversies, and I decided to take my decision as president.
Exactly.
Okay, but to conclude, sending me by the vice president, which he was representing according to him, he represented the president, and the president has not come to the group, or to the council, or to the elder committee, to say, not vice president and reunion of killing.
Yeah.
I am not the one that mandated him or authorized him.
Exactly.
And the vice president is operating according to our preamble and our constitution.
Yeah.
That in the absence
Exactly.
of the president, the vice president will act.
Yeah, exactly.
So because the vice president being acting, he stay acting authoritatively, and every other delegate that follow him as vice president to Atlanta Madinga Association who represent the president. So the issue of so the issue, that's the technicality. So the issue of the vice president being impeached can be a problem if we don't look at the constitutionality of our organization.
Okay.
But what we can then put on the table would be, in another term, no vote of confidence or whatsoever. That means the organization work together, multi-bilateral agreement. But all of that, moving Kasimu Sila from the board, will not solve the problem if we still come back and say, oh, we have a problem among ourselves, and then the disrespect among ourselves have to be rectified. I'm recommending to the organization, I have served my part. I have been the first election committee chairman, that's enough. First post committee chairman, that's enough. I was inaugurated founding member, that's enough. But if my organization for good faith says somebody should go there that will best represent Atlanta Madinga Association, because I know there are a lot of talks and talks. It's not just from here, but for back home, for what happened to us, how we can best represent, how we can respond to issues, how we can be represented, how we can send somebody to speak and represent us. Let the organization go ahead and do it peacefully. Wallahi billahi tallahi. I will not make no argument. Reason because even if I'm not board chairman, FELMAUSA will still call me, because right now I'm serving also as the chairman of the conflict and conflict resolution committee.
Cousin,
Yeah, man.
so kuma mine tala na ka nyam ka. I'm the chairman. Musa, listen to me. Listen to me. Musa, listen to me. Nga ka kuma ke kwa. Na fa ngwa na sawa kwa. Because fitna le maboka mo.
Correction, please. To a point of correction of statement of your observation, and we're asking for it to be short. If I talk long, let me apologize.
Okay.
Let us respond to Mr. Moisala Dole's question. And all what you have said, at the end, what is your recommendation for bring about peace? I begin mine.
Yeah, I'm coming.
He gave his.
I'm coming. I'm a bamba.
What I said, that I have served my time.
Okay.
And as the constitution here, there are a lot of committees right now, they're looking for different committee heads. So, a lot of committees, stay open. If the issue to bring peace among ourselves will be to remove our board member and follow the constitutionality of our organization, which I know the president, it did not say elect, but say selected. The constitution of FELMAUSA. I've already, this is it right here. I've already selected somebody. If that mistake is made, I don't want us to show ourselves to FELMAUSA that we have problem. Okay. We can wash our dirty clothes in our house. The reason why I'm saying this, they have great respect for us. Great respect for us in the sense that they feel that Atlanta Manigo Association is the only Manigo Association. Since the existence of the Atlanta Manigo Association, we have never had leadership crisis. More election makebera, more of a will resolve a bar. More Masama German Makara, more of a amape. Masatiana Mitu Kumanyon Verno, more Beck Kumanyon Ver. You're all a dog while they don't react. So in the more idea, a couple having a problem. But there are ways to do it. I shouldn't be the one. Musa Fufa shouldn't be the one. We can still move on. That's my appeal. Okay? That's my appeal.
You get it now? Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. Now, right now, Ibaina, Mr. Fakama Nikila, Barana, Mr. Fofana Dokila, Council, I see the council look out the more Utilequa. I will more coffee. Yeah. So, Mumbo Afrimas as a council, that's your honor. Please accept that if I can as a council member, as an elders, you know. So, Ngo, Mr. Van, we more Bolo Yamineka, more funny, how can we be? I know we are kind of member or not member. How can we face that right now? Because more better than that.
Thank you for giving me the topic. Yeah, I want to say my welcome. We're here to make peace. My misunderstanding means like a couple of shouldn't go deep. My couple of cold that's here. And I will say this thing and I'll continue to say FELMAUSA defend you. FELMAUSA organization more better. More better than them, more better. I didn't more better. But I dare say, can you more man? I think the mon afa Gabello. Immediately, I'm not too for. It's not answer to you for one way. Problem like that. I say, wake a leader, be decisive. Because the issue of the for leader about that.
Exactly.
Ojo, why ain't get? Because I never teach you about space and quotation to the man. And the man better act out to and for the government act a Gina Okela. I didn't Akela. Okay, me for no number of Gaswa and Pishke. No, what's why I do a man fang away what I'm monka. But when we went into detail, one on a jail library. More can move coming. Never fully take come for. Yeah. If I can leave the mail like that, I can move there. Oh, I can for Gulemoke. Who did it? No? Administration did for library. Library, I more like yes, him, Bernie, prison, and man, never got that. You must be decisive for years, graduation without willing. No. You can't look at Tisako, ever for money and other gentlemen in Tisako. Most of them qualify can they can take care of the organization. Sending another bomb man, a jack and don't know for man.
Yeah, so again.
Yeah, so about for money. About your mola, more from the work with Gila and everybody, my mom boss here, body. You know, everybody, my mom boss here.
Bundi, don't go there without.
I just me a lot. Well, council, cocoa the many more about miscommunication about everything.
No, you just say like kuna we don't know.
I mean like in cool like you know.
this running reading is disturbing us.
Not disturbing.
If my last
Oh, but that's not part of the conversation.
No, I'm
Baby, you're not confident with that for buying an order.
So, problem you're running on well, then I mean, okay. Library and then have a condition as a president. So I mean, can make our dollar kake. A capula bunta kati momenti. I get. Then I mean, a library that I found with them. And do I know problems so more by money? I be on the wedding girl. Because in administration, my bank, put in a banner. Okay. That Philadelphia, that me work. My gentleman of willow. Solution me around Nebru, and then I mean, get to see in a willing. You like I jam on a cup for him. But in the administration time, I will not for a me. And then I'll be decisive in running my administration. Naked edition in collaboration with the vice president. When vice president is a Canadian edition wrong about it, you like better call jam more like Yano. More see the amnon. For nothing like that will occur again. Miss waiting, betting most Tanaka Butu. Then, of course, more work solution me like that, more solution for they will guarantee the moment. Kafo Tanaka Butu. Administration wrong can Yaman come and now Butu. We are not a point here. When Fiana met a banner for Musakoma or must be me, Uncle Catamino. The more for longest I come for Musa Adia May. Open a banner way, million, you marry a kind. May the way was so to us, a woman, dear way, man. I am on away for her. And I better when the lack of communication. Because of communication, make a let me praise and let a few Kumulako. Vice President, I will offer my favor. Feel for the money to have a calofia, Colossal Java. I know you can all come for Moona. Who can idea that of course women there will? And I don't know for Qatar, enough of what in the moon is a Benaman. What is a Benaba? Often we want to have Benama. Oka will let the guy deal with no matter who long. We don't know their behavior. What now will Bakari Domatin for more most women than the moon. If they indeed cover your lawyer, they want to create more organization, let it come to us. I now more of a modern organization the more we delegate now. I Atlanta movie. I see they will discuss. No band idea for you mind, but the way you will sell it to the people there where you had a problem. You know. What the time we're not going back or again, couple monkey was a work for it. Then I just mean a cool or willow. So until you move Becata Bama, take our individual king of pull. Almost Akajio, Mayoko, Akajio, Mayoko. May you see them in the move on off a tie by from the tie by technical. No see there Atlanta there. Famosa is a global organization. When you want to see their cabin, Famosa not a donk away. When you want to see them a band, Famosa is a donor. You know? What is Sega Famosa? What Sega more than Woloka, more than Floor. You know, my administration will be a famous and not la way, Gemma. Why your administration will be a famous and not only. Famous will not come. So, no one is getting me in a polar woolly. More better, Yanni, Alhamdulillah, and give my bands and see me. If an idea make a me for way now, then come for my meeting, but what and ever had a suggestion, be a suggestion. That's why I'm here in a world of Hakata Sorry, Monate, I tell a cedar, cut up Birmingham, who said, well, so I come and I work a gross in subordination. Okay. I will attack King, order my dema, I will attack Fear Naka, go my in peace, the color boy. Then, after that, more can a one old meeting killer. More can I more can I put you in the Melco. Mona put you in the Mengaco. Government go moka, you cannot jump into a conclusion. Go go to a review. Moka nana for India accused for nothing. For more the reason, but you don't know that for more long. Ofana come on the delay and when you Musa by finger will cover what no we'll have our meeting. Then after that we'll call for a general meeting. Can I order? What? Now for the coca can you my effort in your tunya. I night blame the chef Kakata Swan on what the dog here. A cook at the unilateral that don't consult and nothing absolutely. Yes? Well, but come on, I just tell you for that. That was all our plan, more plan and good.
So I will plan again.
More planet team.
I need to
when I mean jet in a law, therefore like great.
Okay, so suspension way caution my will and if
No, he said they're supporting that.
Who's that? Don't talk about nobody.
Yeah, Musa, can you wait the Bengali call this peace thing?
I'm writing it. Raise my hand. I want to ask you
about their character. Problem the moment came now, call a Casimir. Because Captain the man. Someone in my organization. I would have tell the girl I work member. Castle Muffin, let her do not go. Castle Muffin. Castle let them be Massa organization. Kata Tureka, Casimuya appearing Kadoya. You know, he went in to zero. I
spent 1 year, 6 months in Africa.
In now,
the argument.
Honestly, man. Now, I don't do with Casimir, woman, Bunya Catini. I fell in love for her. So, what 2 years like I remember, I had 2 years for Union. You mock by there, well, I can't look for you. I had nothing to do with Casimir, problem in the Cabal, what day I had nothing to do with that.
Okay, maybe we will change that.
Yeah, we'll see about that. The statement I want to ask you is, what is your decision towards FELMAUSA problem? It did not answer.
Television camera.
My decision to FELMAUSA problem.
How can we?
Musa, okay, 15 minutes.
Moga attack
okay.
Okay. But is it part of what we discussed?
No,
okay.
He said two things concerning how that's the statement we need from you because
no. He asked already. So the listeners listen.
No, so we don't know what they're not going to answer.
I think they will ask.
Statement and Ben and Gala FELMAUSA Coma, Council and Benjamin Bakama and my father.
Thank you. That's what
Chirana Samgala so answeru momusinde marina maganga unani mumutu marina ukinyona den aya kundile ya bona wale peteke chira yani chira kan sile kwa aya peteke so because kwa always say and slama ya always fan slama ya mademana chira ti watino katimi makanka uka so Obaga Sidik no Umaru Akata Ida. You're quite of my answer. So I from Amufra Bekaya speech prepared. So I don't go to Obaga Sidik like I'm going to Kakuma Umaru. I'm Banga Kumara Umaru Kaolo Kuma Susuta de Kono. Quality test of Modo, Masuta de Kono, Obaga Sidik now belly funny. Ero Koyo Anakmakan Rally. So now for that now let me say for that must be funny Zinia no killing it temple.
You go get it man.
No.
Well fine. Because kuma fly let just see them bro. Kuma do not 10 minutes. I ba obe for all liability to find. You know, man last meeting got liability for all on the second report. Now kuma de mingala. He's my friend, we joke and do everything. Now for go so problem susu long life could be another belly. What you do, Moga, no, in Keralo, more Kumale, you know, do I matter what then more Kumago, you didn't know more because more you get a Kumada was in my vehicle. You know, I'm actually the more of the Nakumao and elaborate and Nakmo for a minute. You know, do you Malamufla Mone? Wanya get. Swat na. Seven I'm going na. He take it serious. More because most of Banaka, most of feel nobody's friend with Swat. He talk to you you are like because something that is important to him, he take it seriously. But for me, life later found out. I don't have to go into that. Kumafia na mine. Wole kinyon bunye. Note mot na tayo. Ali ko ka sene anyaka. Ko ka ke tunyele nyanyaka. Nyima present ya mamula. Surtout comment mon. Comment de valeur beaucoup belle bien sûr. Wole yani tunye chilana ni tunye mine. Wala beaucoup belle. Mais le gars dit la moment, especially il comment mon te kafriaro. Chilana message present kanala nyanga mumuta kura ale. Mumute ko yo afa position là. Ana presentation mi de la uma. Ati da di la na uma wonya sioka. Not because ka ko ake do kuleka la. He's protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Mais comme so that age difference is very important in every every organization is very important. Ko suzu bien telo. Because ele momi akoi lele, momi fe pesika ki le fale. Ale ka tunyo fa. Ni madama yo aka yanka dama nyama. Ati ni ya tunyo ya kwa kele mi na e bia ko ni aje ya mi na abe ndoya. So halaka zo ka bi tunyo ma du kadama. Aka da balo le. Ata balo ka kama so kwa ban tunyo la. Abana la kama so ile le koson.
Na fa nyonga.
Wala ka mu ka dawadi la. Aisi aka ko ngana dawadi nyama. Mu ya balo then I will be blamed by Allah because I didn't give the message right. Even though it is true, I was trying to give, but because of the way I presented it, now I'm in trouble. Therefore, I'm not trying to say that he's doing that whatever, but come not all. So FELMAUSA ko, mo ke do mina kula wila menyen ko, ka ko menyen be ko mino. Mo na zo ko mane, mo la ka mo menyen mo don ke na ka ko kino. Okay, o bunya mata ba we na la. What kind of sensible person will say that I don't want to be a part of it? No. More Africa is not a part of it. Now, why do we need to vote? Why do we need to vote? More why you don't want to be a part of it? Why you have an issue with it? Why should we be a part of it? Why is it important that we have to be a part of it? You bring it on the table. Asaka buye nyaka. If you have to make the way you're supposed to give it, nyaka balo, then you will know what you have to do.
What do you know?
I think more suicide. Me ko present in yamola. Halaki tunya laki di balo le.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aki di balo le.
What do you know?
So, ali fono suntu kumita ne bena wali bokola. Organization mini nda ba wala binyo kunu. Since 1998, ba na na organization mi fonke kono za fe. Monete ma organization mini seriously. Nde ma e ba level mina. Hari na ba wala ba kunu mani ngomo sa ta ba. Nde ma e level mina ba. Nde ma organization mi e level, mo level mina bi.
Negative or positive?
Positive. Nde ma e level mina ba.
Thank you.
So you say level we shouldn't go backward. I'm more like that. I like that you mean that kinyo bunye, kinyo opinion respect ke. It's not that because I have a problem with you. Madiama, I have a reason. So let me bring my reason to the table. Listen to it. Let her address it. More to the dinner. Take about more. No one for to no, that's a big mistake. Seriously.
Why you give it to him? You mean that?
Yeah, but I'm
not going to give it out. I want to know first. Before you get something, you got to ask me.
No, answer you.
I get it clear.
Everybody wants to see. Everybody wants to see.
No, you give it to him first. You got a chance to give it to him.
Suppose I want to.
Musa, it's okay. President said don't give it. It's okay.
It's a UFO that when he gave me the damn document, I'm going to hurt somebody. What is so dangerous about me receiving the paper?
No. Listen, if you want me to answer the question,
President, Ibana,
people, those that had issue with our trip to Philadelphia, because I had to comment that we were not recognized over there. And they said, no. I brought that to the table. So, me, what the Poco goes to the Jamaican, I can't do your phone bunny. For more Adiamo will lay, cover more Kumino Willie. So, wala te nya mo ke wole bola aka baila yalo ka ya wole tato Europe bele lo mo like Swa and the other brothers that are really well informed about the FELMAUSA issue, I think I can nale, or still I can nale because up to now, but they still need to come up. Kajama ka for John me mo kan ka to kumino wuli adolo mi na lele ni mo aye mo tono mi dalo na mo tono mi na as an organization but mo tono mi alo as a person as a human being do not go susu de ya as madingo do not go susu de if I has a if it's like the more why na yoromino it's good ka for chira na ba ko ala jama it's good ka for ikolo suruti isu kole. So, mon dien dama ajala. Wala ne mfa dalo mina. Last nena kurila from so kumina kunusulo. Wo ba kuto dia ne.
Takbir.
Ewanya ke. Wo ba kuto neti mawolo. Nda lo le kam so okay menyo kure jama ko even though I still don't know what it's about. But kumi menyo kure jama ko I'm in it. Waka wo mega wali ko la uti aka gbana ndemo ko lo ba. Ewanya ke. So, instead of telling me behind closed door, why can't you bring her to the table? Why can't you let this big brother know? Everybody say you have an issue with this thing. Why can't you let him know?
Hey, what do you call him?
Come for big brother. Woman, no, I don't think you should have an issue with him. I believe he was supported more than me because that's something that he should be in. So I'm going to be more okay, never for Dano. I don't okay, more Malawi. No, Moses go okay. But listen, Betty Jamba, you pay your own rent, so nobody can tell you nothing. Even maybe dear, will follow me. I put Jama put it on it. Never go Makana Diala. Yes, ever we make a master to be soon. It is Jamala, who will Jamala for magic because he left Woody and out to it and you presented it in the night. Chinataka Jamajama, no, Nakaslamaru. So I had to move my adinama. Seriously, I think like wala so many more from money. They do it for the best interest of all of us. Seriously. But they are not presenting. Seriously. So I had to move my yaga and so you come on late. You know, then make more from as someone I forgot someone you come. It's important. E como mole ni matu ponya maka da balo da ba kam so ku jomale so maka only this man alone bakamba alone nyamo ko kike da don't really know because the more come and akomi oppose ka mafaleki just because I hear alone we say not going nowhere why jale ka for common importance who will jala
takbir Allah takbir
Don't do that to me. Look,
no,
I would take an accusation of praise, but that's okay. Go ahead.
I don't know you picking me and go my oppose ka people like we hear man sabeta me ali kim be what come more importance the jam more but still we not learning seriously. That's not good. Moto vote ka ola teni la bana wole ma do ya lo do talo. Then because you na kemi fa ne ka organisation social spread le mo wo che doni do to ma doni do samo we kete no. Vote te be ka wolo samo we kete. Wona ka na ko ma ka vote ke. So wona ka ta sala mo.
No. Mo sini ko ma ngura ne wo ke ga na nyanga your recommendation de e be kuma wo for biblical or Bible Quranic history the katabe woman. But yet we got an issue. How do we fix it though?
Yeah, what's your recommendation?
Yeah, and kamu komo bunya kwa. So we want to am present kama moto okumala na.
It's not presented the right way.
Very good.
I can show you.
It's very productive. You know, from Musako, most masoro no me afoka fala from Musako ku buyo. Although people have problem with the leadership. Okay, problem with leadership and that's because Nita Miriam Ala stay more kana mama president nako. He's still our president, he made some mistake. He was lenient and people took advantage of that. Because I'm a kuduke, I'm a act you don't do there, but people went and did it because it's their constitutional right. I found the makablam. Okay, the color organization more money been
meeting ka kumula ole ka fo ka kuma bi ka sinimaka waya ke mumu yana de ngolo na mna family ngolo na family ko mota okay many people were looking at us as individuals but we will be presenting many people in time
Exactly.
mo shama ni ta go zikina mi fan hali bi cause problem ko ama solve ke
No.
and it got to be solved famusa mu faye nale they face us.
Exactly.
We sit down and give them the caution. We have many reservations.
You must show all respect, man.
For one day,
then it's a right jamana belo to so bela.
Okay.
one light light.
Me to offer for now.
Listen, listen.
Please, me to offer.
All right.
Okay, me to offer. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I know.
You don't find you're finding we ain't gonna go to my brother.
Okay, why in that banyake? Because at least one person we now more caution can make a more for I mean, it's not a disrespect to those that went there. We are not disrespecting you. Okay, even if I for money, more do Kakwala committing Jamaica and the mission of all using it. Okay, what caution be so many things that people are not satisfied with. I think the best way one of them should come and really sit down with us. This is the whole thing that is about walking. Famusako really more agents like because actually Harry Bravakamba, I'm a fan for against the ball. I can push not play our intelligence. I caution basically, and that's very important. You see, because if you come and come the caution kakumuna nikadi, they will ask you. Okay, organization mi mogo soko na no. Let us be frank. Organization bed na be seen wali lem. Meke, wali bon that issue. Meke, mo net ta feka ora famusa ko ka sobule ka mo la fo. Mo mo na kana au famusa ko represent ka mo. This is my suggestion to them before we can see what we can do to face the issue. Meke, that suggestion. Ideally because what Africa for sini famusa ko more affected. Ideally, more to famusa wali, more to generate kadi. That's important. Ni sete ke moi ke su wali ma. Kata famusa meeting keda ou bien kata banjo keda ou ni sete kama. Because more sini wali we ma. Ado ani fema more sini alim. Febe sila wala motino. Wallahi ni wole ko ka solve ke kwa ni. Kafa alo kum fa sapota no le mo dina kana informer kana idea jama o ko sapota no le alo mo afeka dole me mo de madam man wole no mo sini wole ma ala da wakene da kema lule mo sini wole ma mo ta fa mo ko ta da kata mo because mo sako frankly speak me mo mi man we feel that we are still here we will be on that one forever inshallah through mo yam okay donc ni I can idea I was coming here you patron to sell us the idea Kaf allo famusako inshallah ta na ka sobule ka go to ma wodela because wali is important I preola sani mo na watu na kana or I mo de kaf okay Kasim no Kasim we delegate Kasim it's important I say ka follow in writing to the president ila mola ali mo mana Kasim try to present the whole thing to the people it's number 2 we give him the question that Kasim cannot answer he ask them over there okay why for an idea really come no fan sorry no shana sinilenye akana so ke so blo kamo chi je wana mina sunu wana ni kasika na idea ni go to setula mwa walila adu ane go setula la famsa ko me nala o kala mata mo wala deti mo wonya bo mala o mo so nyango kamo na o plan then from there I think wallahi bilata I think so many people here will embrace the issue. You see, from Mr. they can say I mean, constitution will read is good, is important, but Yamana Taka could guarantee in the long run. Then I can face him one. So, the media, Jama Mauli, Momuli, and Naka from Mr. detail on I do, I ideally, Nyati Seduna Marki Sudo Yamboka, I know idea. But from Musa that came in, that came one time, that came over one time, more well than that and that. Then it will break us down. So for now, ideally, Famusa will short of it. I prola. Then from there, our life from there, many people here will just be inside, no problem. Because I'm not some man. So me, I forgot I was
even you know me for I mean I will apologize to Musa, but I want you to understand. You know, many people say that, you know, I don't talk to Swa, I understand that. It's the same as Musa here, nothing. But I understand administration is different, could be drastic, big decisions. Yeah. I think we're going to start, and we're going to start now. If they lead the leadership with us, we will stay that ground. That's what we understand. No, I need administration here. If you remember, I'm not looking at California take the leadership. Now me finding out. That's good. Okay. Administration is a whole different thing. Can I find Gomama symbol? I can't know. I can't find go no. Is it right here? Now, I if I don't respect everybody, now Kuma Musa Matimi, but I want Musa to understand. Nafa Musa anything come to document. Don't give my information out. The rules are fresh. Mati wo kumake. Mbadili ka kwa lai mena ngambe tifi ati soka nasi. Ngo document mi ba afo ko hingo okay ngo I don't get my own copy. Ngo ni man copy. Afo no don't worry ngo no. I'm the president. I has to get my own copy.
And you're right.
Okay. Now, he brought something and gave it to me. I was sit with Berabo. He hand me one and him one on the left. Okay, I'm not insulting Mr. Fufana. Oh, yeah. I don't know who's sitting there. That's not my point. My point is, I have to read mine first. I mean, if the house, I know normally the constitution, the house will run it. So, so Mr. Keita, I'm sorry, me doya bo, nami funye telefona. Mbadi ni kaki fete sa wala I seen that naki. Go Musa, go my information, don't give it up. Will tell you na. Kana fa ngo loche mi na 4 days I'm not working. Go nya kata jara. Go money lady see kakusi amanyambo. Go in. Okay, what did you not even already start giving document all how you make me feel?
No, then I mean for. My bed, so I don't have any other thing to do.
Thank you very much. Okay, progress. Let's go.
You see, more problem you could have. You know, I think it's very important. I bet let them go there. And the Nala Bona, Cafonano, Mutiano, Utiano, do Temoloano, Matuinabi. By the moon, I will see in a Kama Tanta, Canano, Canami discourse. It's like we got interest promoting Madingos here in Atlanta. You see, Wakobe Nala, Sini ina Iba, Kukiba, is Senator Yakuna Kataba Ibiyama. You see, the mistake is not only administration, leadership is with the council, members, and the leaders. The reason I'm saying that, Kata Famusa Kome Damnasama, Famusa structure never come on to full in this administration. Light administration, my administration started the groundwork of this thing here. But why it never come to, because we were trying to unite during the conflict resolution with Limani was our problem at that time. We were trying to unite Limani before we bring out all these things. We had several teleconferences until my administration went up. So then they take over. You see, but mistake be bad killer. After na killer, no member na killer, council na killer, leadership na killer. Reason na no for liability is a leader. And he see la so na ta very conference in mula no way. Ni jama na for la can remember ni jama na fa ko so na mamu for la we don't agree with it. And you all go back again and retract some of these things for the timing. Because we're not going to go with the timing with what they say. We have to come to the agreement of everybody. So and after that, we can go back again. Yeah. Why that reason? Yeah. Like is supposed to step in there to say, hey, if that's the case, because all these things addressed to me, you want to to full front to make sure what in let me get the inner core of this thing here. Mona Bala, cut you up to this time. Council never said that. Council be seen between no. For administration mean them famusa coming. We want to see the report, actual report of this thing here. Mama Okumame. Okay. And secondly, what Bonikwala? I'm telling you because no more Okumame. As a member. Okay. No more Okumame. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What for the Bona? What for the Bona la? council with the leadership. More what is that for? FELMAUSA already, FELMAUSA my mistake. We made mistake in our own house here. And FELMAUSA cannot come from over there. To my point of view, come for FELMAUSA now more mistake realize que moi il a quand même bon kono. Et bien, what that mean? Il dembe more be kokila. Ati le malo kafana kokila. Il est meka kokokenina. Moi be me yelele. Come on the floor. I route nous te me ya masrola il est fait ebi or risk mo kone. Aina mikalani mo akanya te wole. Mo sin beto amayira mano mo kuma mo wote FELMAUSA longo talo mi mo wote no. How this problem going to be solved? We need to go to them, or the council have to tell the leadership, or go to them. Look, Mr. Corner, I na mi structure mina dana nyamani, affirmation mi ke nyamani. Ada ya tole numa dioma. Ma fe ake nyama wole ni. Wa moto masila they must send delegation to all to no.
Because they're not selling nothing.
They're not selling nothing to us. The leadership already aware of all these things. Leadership, along with council's team that is run to council should come in to make sure the concern we got here, therefore the concern we got here should be addressed. But more nalon dalo, FELMAUSA longo talo. Mi gwane mala, mi magwamala, wu longo talo. So why are we engaging them? Mistake already been done by us here. We need to address them. What the more balautuku more ya fani no ko isibona. So we already make a blunder. Members, council, leadership, we all involved in this. If things were not done, so I can't go back there again. That should be complete action right there. Okay, nyale master tala kata u consult nu kami ma motalo. Leadership or council should pressure the leadership to do because you are serving as the advisory board to them. Okay, secondly, is actually with liability because if you decision must say you don't know more wolo I tell you like to for wolo that for him that we can nail it. More me no go kuma ko frete. No. I come out with parrot it. I explain to the board why we parrot it. If they don't agree, we take a vote. Amepa. Ngo line na mi kola. Ate ka wolo ka for library na for the library ma for no. Now take a vote. 5% then 3% say we parrot it. We parrot it. Whosoever not parrot that business. I don't care. We sign the thing, we leave it. Right here. What did I get to one coming and make Gini kind of say, now I'm going to do finger. More lene jikuna kuro. I sent to in this because my repetition is for this one here. Because I was inserted in the document that was presented to people. Because of that, I'm going to be part of this thing to the fullest. And the light to read us, never my control discussion. Until Namen allowed to later on. Yeah. Okay? So, but at least more wake up, Kokela, more nyado ko korolo kwa. It's a mistake me, Anna Banulo. What is it a FELMAUSA affair? Kafo kuna up present Kamola Nyama. We munu yaka natala Nyama, Monam Latino. Kobe ba nela nyidoma, more be kokana, or more be kokana, la, nete oko masura ilefe. Ne na funyele te, na mika Nyama, Alkanya temine. More la datano or more fleck the mika atano. So like that, they will know. You will look for to monarch decision mine. What Martina Baoka, then have a night challenge in finger my alley. Why more kokila, Atile Malo, Yatima Kakira Koma. Jail Mabutolo, you let me care like what logo to Colo. We don't want 40 amount say here. We need to resolve that problem already here. And the mistake of administration are already apologize. Could they make mistake? They apologize, and those that were in that meeting agree. So I think let bygone be bygone. We are already going far. You know, we should just settle this thing among ourselves. The administration said it will not happen again, so it will not happen again. But so long we are already take a full step in this thing, let's just continue. Or we take a vote.
Oh, okay.
So my recommendation me will more about like never be mistakenly. Ni council na ke ula lila. I don't know about that because no ma okuma me. You know, we will take a new leadership na finger law concern no. Even leadership ya vascular nyamanye you bring the topic to the members. Therefore, mama for leadership yo. Therefore, aketa bali bana kata no. So member a reach to you. Mama okuma me. So who are for? We all already messed up this thing in our own heart. So we can't hold the administration alone responsible for this thing. Because we all were sitting down when the mistake started. We never thought. One, it started by going to Philadelphia. It started when Swa said, before the money was given, Swa said, I cannot go back again to change anything on this thing no more. They might ask that. They might ask that. So, jail for the look to it. Administration clear, but to me, administration clear a problem to me. You know?
Yeah.
So, let us conclude. Let us find them in the world of the union. You know, so this not that way. Siaka ka waluko me mane ka foko waluko, makdo FELMAUSA waluko by Romino. It's not the Mau transportation bo. When on their own, come back on their own without asking administration penny. There's people here too that can stand FELMAUSA Kobe Nala. Those that committed, even without organization paying, they will pay. So look, number so na me for la wolo kwa. Ente you ko kanyabo. You ma fe kanyabo ya wa mu le bend the couple one mistake to make up for na kwa. You ko kanyabo. Wallahi black life. So me kono ya no. If we commit it and we'll stay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Well, let me bonne Musa Fufana Saya community. 1 year Jamala and Okafo Wallahi that Mobeka clinic. That's no problem. They see that Akoka. One day, Kafo Kosaya make a be. Why you call then with 2 seconds? I'm a still. I'm just go ahead. It never happened. I have my uncle that were here that day. That unfortunately that came here that say I can woman. Train now in Sulan in New York now before soon not to do now. They went around. Stay
yeah, they even call here.
But what happened? We're not going to know. What happened today within 24 hours on that money? Why is that?
Takbir.
Allah.
So AMA will stand forever, inshallah.
So, for point of correction, Vakamba la yena, kafo ko jama uto nule kama bo na kolo. Wa Vakamba la yena kafo ko do mamo bilolule o mamo tane administration organization register. Jama to 50 for the last state to money. Who are in Atlanta membership? Ka bola New York tally. Because one present, yes.
But we are not 2 members here.
You don't know that what you take.
But I asked the secretary.
Walimina mamuna walidira wana ninu kome adeno o walimina adeno.
Register member.
They say that's why. Look, the Kumala Beni. That's why. More yellow after the whole lot. People raised concern yesterday. Kumamina because with Atlanta home is not based. Atlanta go base can there. Liberia kuka as I understand from you. Go after neko Madingo. So long you Madingo in Atlanta, you part of this organization. If you can't register member, no do not meeting get all of otherwise I'm after to go member to one more bem you may yafa go. Because go now, what to go Wadilla. Okay, and I got in one way that Ekradilla. So, what I killer so more Akuma Santa Kunu will try to blame Musa Fofana, but article coming in the website to say Liberia Madigo. People have issue with that. Okay, people have issue with that, but that's not make no sense. Me now want issue killer. I stated before Ellen Johnson Sally. That Liberia Madingo Association. Nobody comment on that. Musa Sherry right here. Put on the tape video that Liberia Madingo Association of Atlanta. Nobody comment on that. But what brought this issue yesterday? It was flying everywhere that Liberia Madingo Association because of the FELMAUSA issue. Yes. Because people say because when people say, oh, if we will not join this, it's going to be 2 separate associations. So when the issue came on the website to see Liberia Madingo Association, then the calling was all over.
So
Musa said,
and the president,
the people, Musa didn't even call me. Okay, so they said, oh, what happened? So we should not have those kind of tears among us.
Okay, Larry.
So me, you
know, please, can you please listen? Council. And whatever you found fault on the council, you lie through and never call the council and say, Lord, you're not doing your job. Well, let's not put that one on the side. But right now,
that's why I say members and us.
Yeah, member everybody. So we all make mistakes, including yourself.
Yes.
But right now the issue is the last action taken by the vice president created nobody agreeing that it was the proper way to do it.
That was the
what is your recommendation?
Okay, my recommendation was because none of those mistakes 1, 2, 3 was not addressed. So that's why we'll keep continuing to go. So from today, so long we had a meeting today, how to pour this thing to her. I think from this discussion, if this had happened before, we're not going to be where we are today. But Moisa has taken that decision. But from today, since the administration has taken this decision, I don't think we should let us get ball into our code to see what they're going to do next. If they repeated the same thing after discussing today, then the members will take a step against them.
If I'm
me, everything should stay as it is.
That's what he said.
That's what you say.
Yeah, right.
Okay, over.
Kalau more commitment in it mean idea in Barikwa because we do know with understanding. I was once on the conference call. Now, mommy for conference call, kuna momo they heard what I said because that conference call was not in line with Famusa. I told us a lot. No matter what Famusa is mistaken, we should all be in there and solve the problem. That's one. Then the president, vice president, including myself, before we had a meeting to the Liberia House, we had a conference meeting among ourselves. Before the meeting at Lighthouse, I told Lai, I said, look, the meeting that you have on the field, I was not there. You called me for the money, and it was accepted by all of us. And most of the members are saying we make a plan. I said, go out there, tell these people that we are in great mistake. We have made a greater mistake, but we apologize to you guys. I, as a president of Mandingo Association, please be in line with me. Being that we have already taken the first step towards Famusa, we should not withdraw anymore. We should stay in there. Whatever problem that we have, that actually most of the people are disagree with, we should be there and then write our grievances or whatsoever way it will be better for us to resolve that issue. We should be in there and then resolve the matter. Then sit down and then listen what they're going to tell you. Okay, that was the agreement made in Swa House. When we came to the meeting, I don't know what was the problem, but the president and the vice president came to changing the whole story down, bringing way back history how Famusa was funded, how this happened. That was not our discussion right in Dollar House. We make a blunder, like he said. We make a blunder. I said, particularly I'm involved because I'm part of your administration. Believe me or not, you will see a positive result. I couldn't go that way. That's why in the meeting I was quiet. Iswa was saying, but why are you not saying anything? I said, why you want me to say? Everything changed. If the discussion with the president again, because we talk a lot, like he said, I told him, I said, if you can speak out during the meeting time, authorize me. I'm the secretary. Whatever you want to say, also if you can't say it, I will say it. If you're in blunder, we are in blunder. I'm part of your administration, period. So, neta tanikala miko ka jama be benamima you cancel na fa nyami kane. Cancel ko. Cancel na bena kamu ma abese mbrana. If you want me go repeat that. Recommendation meaning jama ko me conclude kala because makma fanya is individual opinion body.
Thank you.
And na opinion meaning adia ne nenya we should be part of Famusa. One, why okay? Me, afane nda opinion na wale. Me media niye fanani jama be maka for here alo mo bube di kake embalo of Famusa. Opinion family.
What's up with the board of director?
The board of oh yeah. It's important. Yeah. The board of the director. Listen. Yeah. The board of the director should be removed. we can also put the same people back over there.
Well, no, you
If
cannot do
agree
that.
upon it. Yeah, but they should be removed. My opinion, they should be removed. They should be removed.
And then we can agree.
If I'm removed, I don't need no more recommendation.
Tomorrow too. That's my opinion.
Okay, write that.
They should be removed. Okay. What's that? Everything is fine with me.
Okay, swallow.
Yeah, I'm going to put it.
Swallow, can you have a question?
Sometimes it's good to have mistake. According to, practically, when you have mistake, the next thing you do is to work to correct it. That's what mistake is about. Don't make mistake and just keep making mistake till life. But if you make mistake, people will come out together and put head together. Everybody will come up with ideas how to fix it. And right now we're in the same seat to fix it. Our aim is to be together. That's all we really aim at. But I personally know that me and the president having serious communication problem from the beginning of my speech. I said that, and that's the genesis of all what we have in today. So the president just make an open statement to you here, that if you will give me the chance to take, effect of everything like administration, that means we'll go ahead and do that one and forget about all brother and friend, shaping into the whole discussion, into the organization, which I support. I think from now on, I would recommend that, y'all give us a chance, to work with one another. And I believe that if that's the question about communication, the president and myself, we should be in line now to make, communication with one another, so we can be on one page all the time. So we can be on the same page all the time, so that the organization can go forward. But in connection with people, the FELMAUSA coming to the organization.
I'm going to
FELMAUSA coming to the organization. It's easy. They don't have to fly and come here, because that would be somebody, point right there. FELMAUSA coming here to the organization. It's simple. They got teleconferences. Teleconferences here. The chairman of the board of FELMAUSA, the brother waiting. Even we were supposed to have some, conference, right? Between Lai, myself, Mr. Fafana, the council members and all that stuff. They're telling you about similar thing. We're supposed to have discussion of that. We can revisit him. We can tell him, okay, there's the point. Some people doubting and some people really want to talk to him about. It's simple. We can still have a conference, call. Instead of them getting from Philadelphia, flying a plane and coming, we can talk. It's simple. But all they know, all FELMAUSA know, their information is sent through, members, like board members or, organizational representation. So that's how they send their information. They didn't visit nobody. From the beginning of the whole FELMAUSA, even the boy in Philadelphia, they didn't visit them. Even that they placed the air, but they didn't visit them. They all started on teleconference and send information. Everybody listening. Then you bring your information to a local organization also. So we can do it that way again. We can call the